Hey y'all, my name is Sarah and this is my Flosstube channel, Sarah Stitches. This is Flosstube number 9. I hope everybody's had a great week. We had a good week, not a lot going on, but it was a good week. Like other people I have seen, our weather was crazy here. We back at the beginning of the week, the northern part of the state received snow. Not a lot. They got a little bit of snow. And but I'm more in the southern part, so we didn't get any. But we've had mostly a lot cooler temperatures, just rainy, yucky weather. But it's really pretty today. Sun's out, and I'm anxious to get out there and sit and enjoy the sunshine because it's been a while since we've had this much sunshine. I know I said last week in my video that I was going to go to every other week. Well, I decided, changed my mind. I'm going to continue with every week. I enjoy doing this. And with my situation, I'm no longer working outside the home, and this just kind of gives me a little outlet. This is something to give me. I enjoy getting to know people on here also because I don't have any cross stitchers really around me, but this just gives me something to kind of look forward to each week. Not that, I don't have anything to look forward to. I'm not meaning that, but it just kind of gives me something to look forward to. There's kind of two reasons. The first one was I got to, like I said, just got to thinking about it, and I enjoy a lot of the Flosstubers I watch. They record once a week. And it doesn't bother me if they don't have a lot of content. I said I don't feel like I have anything to show because some weeks, just like everybody else, I stitch more than others. But I enjoy the process, and I feel like I'm getting to know them. There's a few of them out there that I do kind of consider, becoming friends with them. And so it's just been fun to watch these people every week to see what kind of progress they're making on their projects. So, and I thought, well, hopefully people enjoy that about my video too. They enjoy seeing the progress that I'm making. And, also it was stressing me, and I didn't realize how much that my mother's not eating as well as she was. And so when the nurse came this past Tuesday, and we were talking about it, and she reassured me that I'm doing everything I can do, that I was just thinking, oh, I'm just, my mother's just hungry, but she said no, that because she is bedridden and I have to do everything for her. My mother cannot communicate. She does not communicate with me. She can't tell me, oh, I'm thirsty, will you go get me some water? Or I'm hungry, go get me something, fix me something to eat. So she said her body just doesn't require what we require. And to be honest, she was kind of shocked at what I was able to give her during the day that she was taking, and she said that's more than enough. She told me, you don't need to worry about that. So that made me feel a whole lot better. And also her brain is not sending that signal out anymore that she's hungry. She's in pretty advanced stages of dementia. And so it was just worrying me that, she's hungry, but she assured me that she's not, that she's getting what she needed. Y'all, that was just a big weight lifted off me, and my outlook changed. And so I don't know, after that and thinking about things, I was like, I enjoy these videos. I enjoy doing them every week, and that's what I'm going to do for now is continue to film every week. And I hope y'all enjoy them too. I have a finish. I'm so proud. I finished my Little House Needleworks Spring ABCs. And this is it. I hope. There's the top. I'm not going to be able to get it all in. There's the bottom. This is done. I found these. It's a set of 3 shutters. They were all connected. Found them at a big rummage sale. And my husband took them apart, and I spray painted it white. And y'all, I hate to say it, but this was pain in my backside to get done. This is the first time I've ever finished anything this long. So I'm thinking, well, I'll put it on some foam board. That'll be easy. I don't know. Me and foam board, we just didn't get along. I couldn't cut that to save my life. I couldn't cut it straight to save my life. It just would not cut straight. So I ended up having to to cut them in two and get them straight, line them up and straighten them up. Then I secured them, made them more secure with some popsicle sticks. You can get like or big tongue depressors. I've heard different people call them different things, but you can get like a pack of 20 or more at Walmart or any of the craft stores. And so where this one is, especially the back one, I had to split. The first one I did pretty good with, but this back one, it's secured. It's two pieces, and I secured them with hot glued those popsicle sticks on the back, and it worked. It secured it, and then I put a piece of nautical rope because it was a big gap because of the foam board and the batting. So I put the nautical rope there, and these were just some little flowers that I kind of made a pick out of. Took some wire and wired them together. But I'm really pleased with it. I was secured with, I'm using command strips. That's what I've got this, and it's holding up really good so far. So I don't have any magnets, but I'm very pleased with it. It took me forever. I started this at like 10 o'clock in the morning, and I guess about 2. Now I have to stop and do other things in between. It wasn't continuous work, but I worked on it a long time. But I'm happy with it. I think I've got, you kind of learn as you go, especially when you're new at things. Like I'm kind of, I'm still new at this finishing. And so I know, because I do want to do the rest of them. I know they have summer, fall, and winter left I have to do. And so I've kind of learned some techniques that I think that might make it easier next time for me. But that's my only FFO. I did work on 2 projects. I was real proud of myself. I did not start anything new. I really wanted to. I see everybody on Instagram and on Flosstube showing all their new pretty, especially the patriotic starts. And I'm seeing all those, and it was hard, but I stuck with it, and I said, no, I'm going to continue to work on my whips. And to be honest, I am enjoying working on my whips. And so I'm having, it is fun. I'm enjoying it. But my first one that I worked on, and I got some more progress done on it, was Firework Lane by Little Stitch Girl. And this is it. I printed it out, but it's in black and white. But this is what it'll look like. I am doing the houses. She has them done in red, blue, and white. I'm doing them in red, white, and blue. But for the most part, it's called for colors. I did change, though. She calls for the blue house. I believe it's Weeks Dye Works Deep Sea. I believe that's what she has it charted for. But I purchased, I made an order from Forbidden Fibers. I'd seen, Deep Sea. I had seen some other floss tubers that had ordered some, and I've been seeing them and wanted to try them, so I got several from Forbidden Fibers, some of their flosses. And so I love this blue. It's called Indigo. So this is the blue. I hope y'all don't hear it. My dogs something's got them howling outside. They are just barking and carrying on. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but it's pretty loud. But this is the blue. It's got a little bit of modeling. I just love this blue. And so that's what I switched my blue house to. I imagine the next door neighbor probably has company. They have to bark at the neighbors and, people walking down the road. So, but this is where I'm at this week. Last time, I think I had just gotten the house done, but I got the rest of this grass in, the fence, and that's a bald eagle there. And I started on the blue house. So I'm really enjoying this and I feel like, real good progress. I am using pretty much this call for colors except for switching the blue. Now there are some, the DMC that conversion she called for. I am using it instead of the dyes. But that was one that I worked on. And my second one I pulled out a Halloween. I worked on Trick or Treat by Stitching with the Housewives. And it's still in the hoop. I worked on it this morning. But this is on, once again, I'm forgetting to tell, this is on 14 count Witchell chalkboard, Ada chalkboard. But I hadn't shown this since my first video where I kind of showed some of my whips. I had everything up in here done, up to like right here in the T. So I got the rest of the word trick done. So that's my progress. My firework lane is being stitched on a 28 count Lugana. And it was just the original color was kind of a light blue. And I just dyed it in some gray. I think it was pearl gray I put it in. And kind of darkened it up. But those are my 2 whips that I worked on. I think, you know, I've been seeing everybody talk about Stitchmania and what they're going to do, and pulling out, you know, showing what they've all got kitted up. And at first I wasn't going to do it. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it. But because, you know, I think, and I understand Stitchmania is basically how you make it. But I did see, and I can't remember who the Flosstube was, but they were talking about how Lindy, and I believe they said Lindy Stitches, is going to do hers like during the week she works on her whips, and on weekends she will start one new project, I guess for the weekends in May. And I like that because I can still continue to work on my whips, but I am ready to start something new. So I plan on, and I don't have them kitted up, I just got what I want to work on. And I feel like I can get everything together with what I have with these. My first one I'm going to start is going to be the May Wordplay by Brenda Gervais. I'm going to use different colors. I just don't know yet what I'm going to do. And I've kind of got an idea of the fabric I'm going to dye my own. And I kind of think I want to go with either like a teal or an aqua, somewhere in that line of fabric. But I see these done up all the time. They're so cute. So I want to do that one. And then I'm going to start For Freedom by, I think it's by Annie Folks. Oh, here it is. Annie B's Folk Art. Why don't I get these instead of squinting? Yeah, Annie B's Folk Art. But this is Freedom, For Freedom. I'm going to do that. That was going to be another one of my starts. And this is also going along with me and Kim J Inspired. Right now she's just on Instagram. But we got a little Sal Stitching Till the Cows Come Home. So this will be my part in it. Then I want to start, I find it. It's a Stitching with the Housewives, Land of the Free. Here it is. I think for the most part I'm going to do patriotic starts. But this is that one. I think that's so cute. And I want to try to start I don't know, I'm kind of torn between Preserving Liberty by Waxy Moon Designs. I have never stitched any of their designs, so I'm kind of wanting to do this one. But then Little Stitch Girl has that one, I think it's Star Spangled, it's the flag. I like it a lot too. So, but that's another one that could start. But that is, that's kind of my plans, how I'm going to do Mania. And I think that, I like that idea. I think I can, that one I can manage. As far as haul, I don't really have a lot of haul, but part of my haul is, goes along with my daughter got engaged. We knew it was coming. Her boyfriend, she's been dating him for a little over 4 years. He had come to her daddy and asked for her hand in marriage a couple months ago, actually. And so, and even it wasn't a shock to her because I think she kind of helped pick out the ring. And so, but we're all excited. The wedding's still over a year away. She done changed the date twice, but it's still a year away. And so right now we're kind of going over colors. You know, she's trying to choose her colors. But I found this on Etsy, and I don't know the name of the store. I will link it because I don't see where it's on here. But of course, you know, I got to stitch on something for her wedding and being newlyweds. But it's this chart, Mr. and Mrs., I guess. Of course, I'll have to change the name and the date. Oops. Sorry. What happened? Here it is. But this is it, and I don't even know if I'll use this color fabric, but this is it, and I think it's real pretty. So that's one of my new purchase. And I got, like I said, I had bought some flosses from Forbidden Fiber, and they're very pretty. I just picked out some I like because I was wanting to try them. Yeah, I'm sorry if I sound stopped up. I feel like my allergies are really kicking in. All this crazy weather and the pollen is just horrible. So, I feel like I'm sounding stopped up. But my first I had picked up was Deep Sea Dive. It's kind of a bluish gray. I don't know. That kind of looks like that might be showing up pretty good. It's real pretty. And then I got Fruit Punch. I thought that was a real pretty pink. And Chalkboard, which is kind of a grayish black, not a true black. And then I love this one. It's called Brick. I don't know. It's coming. Yeah. It's like it's more of a true. It's a real pretty red. And then Mermaid. Now that's not coming, it's not quite as bright as that is making it. That kind of seems to be more like it. And then I got Christmas Ivy. I thought this was so pretty. This will be pretty with some of my Christmas charts. Tangerine. And then I really like this. It's called Beach Ball, and it's really variegated. So I'm anxious to find something I can stitch that with. But those were my flosses I got from Forbidden Fiber. Excuse me. Then I got some Happy Mail, Stitchy Happy Mail. One of my viewers sent me several things, and I was shocked at what I got. Oh, so appreciative, and I just love it. I really do. It just made my day. She sent me, it's From the Heart Needle Art by Wendy, and it's Freedom Quaker. And I have seen some other people stitching this, and I thought it was pretty, and I have looked at it. I have been looking at these Quaker charts. So, yes, and this might be also, this is one I'm kind of thinking about maybe starting for Mania, because I really like it. Like, she got me that one, and she got me two of the flosses that go with it. I got Blacksmith Blue. And Cherry Cobbler. Aren't they pretty? So pretty. And she sent me a ring of floss tabs. And they're real nice. They're real nice and sturdy, and always can use these. So thank you so much. I just loved it. It was, I don't know. I don't have the words to express the kindness that y'all showed toward me with that, and it was just so appreciative. But that, I hope I'm not forgetting. I feel like I've just flew through this. I hope I'm not forgetting anything, but I don't really have any more stitching thing. I do have some books that talk about, and if you want to hang around for that, please do. But if not, I understand, and I will. I hope you have a great week. As far as books, I did finish my the book I was reading, Kitchen Front, and I really liked it. It was a good book. Here I had it on my Kindle, but I've got it here, just the cover of it on my iPad. Well, I did. Hold on. And it's by Jennifer Ryan. This is takes place in World War II in Britain. And it's a contest that the BBC radio station, and it was a real contest. I was reading when I finished the book with the author's notes. This contest really took place. They had a cooking show because, they had food rations then. And they had people that they would have these shows that would give people ideas and recipes on how to preserve the food and, I guess, new creative ways to cook with it. And so this is about 4 contestants. 2 of them are sisters, and one of the sisters is a widow, and one of them is married to a very wealthy man. And then one of the contestants works for the sister that's married to the very wealthy, and she is one of their cooks. And so she's entered the contest, and then the other contestant is a female chef who is just trying to make her way in that world, because back then it was mostly dominated by men. And so she's trying to make a name for herself. And I like this book because how they in the end how their lives all intertwined together. And it was just, I really enjoyed it. The book also had, in between chapters, they would have recipes. Some of them, I had to admit, look, there was a couple of them that I thought, well, that might be pretty good. But there was some really strange recipes in these. So you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure about that. And then it also had little inserts from the pamphlets that the Ministry of Food, they would pass out to the women. And it also had ideas and things on how to cook and just how to preserve food. And so that was kind of interesting on reading some of the actual pamphlets. That it wasn't the whole pamphlet, there were just little inserts from it. But it was very good. I enjoyed it. Now I have gone back to, I had started this book. It's the Reyes Brown series. I know she's got a couple, but this is, she wrote several series. A Royal Spinus. I just started it. My Kindle says I'm just at 8%. But I think this is about a kind of a princess that's going to be down on her luck and just gets herself involved in a mystery and has to get herself out of it and a situation. And I think it's going to be just a cute, fun read. So far, I get, I think it's not going to be anything deep, real traumatic. I don't know. Light, that's one word. This is going to be kind of a lighthearted read, I feel like. But so that's my next start. But that's really it. I did want to. I had been thinking about. I can remember when my grandmother loved to read. She read. She liked to read fictional books. She liked to read cookbooks. And she also liked, later on in her life, she liked to read those racing novels. And but I can remember I will say this, it's kind of funny. She had got, I guess I might have been about 18 or 19. And I would, come home from school, or might have been in college, come home from college break or whatever. She had gotten where she could not drive. And so I would take her, we had a local book exchange store. So you would take books and they would give you credit and you could get new books. And so I took her, I don't know. And because I would get books too. And so we would go once a month, at least once a month, maybe twice a month. But she'd always buy those. Not all of them were that, but she started liking those. I call them the really racy. Back in the 80s, what the covers looked like. The girls with the flowing hair and the guys were real shirts open. And it was typical 80s cover for romance books. But yeah, I was at that age where it was just mortifying that my grandma, Because, I mean, I read some of them, too. It wasn't that. And I have read racy novels before, but since then. But the fact that my grandmother read those, and she was wanting me to read them, and I was just like, oh, no, you know. But I did read some, and I can remember going to my mother and saying, Mama, do you know what Nanny's reading? And she's like, yeah, but, you know, she's 70 years old. She wants to read them, she can read them. And I was like, you know, yeah, you're right. But that's just one of my favorite memories. But I also remember, because we did have a good time going to the bookstore and talking about books, because she also, and I don't know what happened to these books, but I can remember she had them in a box, and they were, now I know they're called the Wagon Trail series, and they had states. But at the time, before I started looking for them, I could just remember the books with the states' names on them. Like I can remember Arizona and Colorado. Maybe there was one, maybe California was one of them. I can't, and I don't think there's like all states have the books. But I started Googling, and I found out that they were called the Wagon Trail series. And so now, I don't know, I'd kind of like to, I've got one in my cart. It was the first one, and I kind of like to read it. I read a little bit about it, and it's going to be a Western type book. And I don't know, it just sounds interesting. So I might start those. But, and so I just thought that was interesting. She also loved to read cookbooks. I can remember her just reading a cookbook like a book, you know, because she loved to cook, I think. But that's all I got this week. I hope everybody has a great week, gets lots of stitching in, and I will see you next week.